Hey, Jason Diamond here with Diamond Consultants. Wanted to take some time to talk today about a topic we get asked about quite frequently, which is the recruiting deal, or more specifically, the forgivable loan. So recruiting deals, as you might imagine, are a fairly hot button issue in our industry as firms continue to pay top dollar for especially upper echelon advisors, top of the food chain advisors, but really for all advisor talent. There's just this continued supply and demand imbalance. I think that kind of goes without saying. But one piece that's often perhaps misunderstood is how recruiting deals are specifically structured. And that's where this notion of the forgivable loan comes in. So a forgivable loan is exactly what it sounds like. It is the way a firm offers transition capital to an advisor for joining their firm. But in order to protect the firm, they structured the deal as a forgivable loan. Meaning instead of just offering an advisor a lump sum of money upfront on day one, they'll actually have the note on a vesting schedule where the advisor is entitled to this money, but it forgives or it vests at a certain portion each year. And the reality is that the forgivable loans in our industry seem to be trending longer and longer to the point where some recruiting deals are now structured as far as 13-year notes. So to make the math relatively simple, if the all-in recruiting deal was, let's say, 200%, and it was a 10-year forgivable note, the note would just forgive at effectively 20% per year. A couple other important points to make here. Number one is that there are also tax benefits to having the note forgive incrementally, namely that it's taxed as it forgives. But I think the bigger thing is that a lot of times advisors view forgivable loans as the firm's way of tying them to the firm. And while that's in some large part true, our advice or our response to that is simply spend the money as it vests, and then you're always a free agent. Because remember, a forgivable loan is not a contract. It's simply a loan that the firm is making to you that forgives on that vesting schedule. So if for whatever reason you ever needed to leave that firm prior to the forgivable loan vesting or forgiving, you would just owe back the unvested portion. So spend the money as it vests, especially true with some of these record-breaking recruiting deals we've seen in the W-2 or traditional firm side. We've seen recruiting deals north of 300%, and on the independent side, we've seen recruiting deals really approach 100% even.